Coming up this week on All Things Travel and Entertainment. We take a short left to Harties to enjoy a Valentine's picnic. If you are feeling lonely this weekend, don't worry, we've got you covered with the latest rom-com, Singleholic, at cinemas this weekend. And 7th Avenue in Melville, Johannesburg makes it to the top 10 must-visit places in the world.
Love is one of the biggest inspiration behind timeless music, film and books. It is also one consistent unifier in society, and often people celebrate their love of all kinds. Trendz Travel was treated to a love-filled picnic in Hartbeespoort. Love is in the air, and we have joined the movement in celebrating this world and global phenomenon that's bringing the world together. After so many trials and tribulations due to the COVID-19, we still believe in love. How are we doing it now that we can come together with our loved ones, share a picnic basket, good music, and great weather? I'm here to hold individuals accountable as they tell me how they celebrate all kinds of love. Quaint and secluded location to make this event special and intimate. Love has never looked this elegant.
To me, it's such a special day because my late mom, on the 14th, would have been her birthday. Very special person, and also she died on Mother's Day. So to me, it's always a very special day. And I've only got my son left. I've lost all my family. So to be with someone that's special,
Did you bring your mommy here?
Yeah, I did indeed. It's a special day, Valentine's Day, and because my father was murdered and taken away from us in such tragic circumstances, I try and make up for my mom's loss and make her think the Valentine's Day bring back some good memories when she had with my father. Happy Valentine's Day, Ma.
Let's face it, red is no longer the requirement when it comes to couples matching outfits. Don't believe us? Take it from this chic and stylish duo. #couple goals. Some people celebrate love by color coordinating their outfits. Some celebrate love, by buying each other gifts. So how do you guys celebrate your love?
We try and be best friends, get to know each other. He does the numbers since he's the one in accounting, and I do the fashion since I'm the one in fashion.
Oh. Add acoustic melodies and media dialing, J something to the mix, and a love celebration becomes a gathering of epic proportions. But when you guys just got engaged, this is so fantastic. Did you expect that this was going to happen today?
No, not at all. I thought we were coming out for lunch for my mom's birthday.
Why did you choose today at this particular event though?
It's kind of a long story. I just kind of got full of being boyfriend and girlfriend and decided that it was time to pull the trigger. And a beautiful time of the year. Seems like COVID is hopefully a thing of the past, and I just felt the time was right, so we made it happen.
And it's a beautiful event.
It's
a beautiful event.
Exactly.
Okay, where exactly, which spot exactly here did you propose? Which spot?
So there's an amazing chapel, apparently just 100 meters that way, and overlooks the dam and the mountains, and the organizers here were really generous to put together like a really lovely setup for us. So that's where it happened, and it went down well, I think.
One never expects people to get engaged, but I mean, this is a day where we're celebrating love together with Stella Artois. So it's great that the moment happened. It's amazing.
You can either dress them up or dress them down, whatever the occasion. Denim jeans transform the look. Denim may be durable, but like everything else, after a while, it does get old. So, if you still want to hang on to your denim, it can be turned into beautiful items like bags, hats, and some home accessories.
When jeans come to us, it goes through a whole process. and our team decides on which area those genes go to. So if a gene comes in and it's a good quality gene, those genes will be sold by our micro businesses, of which we have 108, and 56 of those are mothers of children with disabilities. So this is part of our micro business development program. And in essence, it is community women taking pre-loved clothes to their communities and resell it there so that they can make a living.
This place in Centurion, north of Johannesburg, is where they recycle and upcycle your old clothing items.
Tammy, I've got my jeans here to donate. So you take me through the process as to how it works.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So one of my team members will come and get your bag, and that will be weighed and the items will be counted so that we can give back the statistics on exactly what you brought. And so Unika, you can just weigh that.
And after weighing?
After weighing, then the team will go through the bag and they will decide which items would go into which different levels, and then she will do that now for us. All of these, so these jeans would go to the toy factory, right, Onika? And these jeans would go to? This one is unusable. Okay, to unusable because they are really torn. Okay, yeah. We try and use everything that we can. So this jean, for instance, we will cut out a bean bag from this, and so the top parts we usually use to make bags. We have non-profit partners that would use the top part to make different kind of products, especially bags.
You can make a bag out of this?
We can make a bag out of that.
Way.
Yes, we can. So, and it becomes a beautiful bag because it's really just cut off there, sewn together, and it gets a strap. Yes, these are jeans that's been cut up in strips by our team of people with disabilities, and she is weaving on a weaving frame. And our dream and some of the products that's been at the pop-up store was also weaved by a lady and her team who has a child with autism. People with disabilities would cut blocks, for instance. The next step would be that those blocks would then be ironed onto what we call interfacing. Then it will become a panel like that. And then the whole bag will be the bag that you saw at the pop-up store. That would then become the bag.
Most of the women who work here have children living with disabilities and can't afford to work from home. This project has benefited them in a major way.
The Codes to Goods, they have given us the opportunity whereby, especially since we deal with kids with disability from home, so it has given us the privilege to also earn an income where we take care of our loved one from home. So we have that time to spend with the kids at home, and we also have that time to generate an income as well from the clothes which they provide to us in order for us to sell them.
The items are sold at major outlets in shopping malls. Singleholic is Milan's latest romantic comedy film. The film is based on a novel by the same name from the English author Catherine Bing. This film tells a story of a woman who's going through a painful breakup, and she decides to move to another country to finish her PhD and deal with her heartbreak.
I got a situation going on down there. I'm a little primitive.
Ooh, call me Charlie.
It's nice to see you.
It is, isn't it? To be honest, I'm only on these dating sites because of...
Singleholic is a story about a woman who moves to Mauritius after a painful breakup of her boyfriend. So she decides to pursue her PhD in Mauritius, and while there, she goes on a series of dating encounters, only to realize that the most important thing is to be comfortable in her own skin, to love herself. And I think rom-coms have a beauty of a story that should be told. Rom-coms often deal with love, and in love there is joy and there is pain. There's a quote that says, "Pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses one's understanding." And even in this character's initial story of traveling to Mauritius through pain, There is beauty in pain. There's a journey of self-exploration, which allows one to go deeper into the character is, and she finds an incredible lesson in loving herself.
What part of the book did you adapt into the film?
That's an excellent question. Significant difference. The initial book, the book is based in London. It's not based in Mauritius. When you're a producer, you tend to take stories and then try to adapt it either to your particular demographic, and you also tend to adapt it to the country that you might be filming in. If the movie is supposed to be based in London, and the script is written as if it's based in London, then it won't necessarily translate or make sense if you're shooting the film in Mauritius. So one of the most key elements of the story, which is the setting of London, was actually changed. We changed it to Mauritius. And because this is an American production, we adapted it for the American audiences. So certain language, certain expressions we changed in order to make it fit for our demographic.
According to Milan, the film is a collaboration between both South Africa and American cast and crew.
I'm also the type of producer who I like to merge the beauty of various environments and cultures and people. When there's an opportunity, if I can fit or allow an actor from a different background to play a role in a film, I like to do that. The world is global. The things we see, we all have friends who are from all parts of the world. And so why not there are South Africans who live in America as well. And South Africans actually watch a lot of our films too. So it was a joy for me to see this actor and allow that person to have the opportunity to be in our film.
Playing one of the leading ladies is South African actress Jenna Sares.
Gigi is a married woman, loves being married, loves her kids. She lives in the wonderful island of Mauritius. What's there not to love? But obviously her best friend is now moving from the States to come finish her studies in the wonderful island of Mauritius. And it's the island of bachelors, although I'm very happily married. Although, you know, there's some niggles. In all marriages we have the niggles. And the niggles start to come out throughout the film. You see that in the beginning it's all cupcakes and rainbows, especially when you haven't seen your friend in a while. And obviously, maybe after a couple of days, after a couple of drinks get in, the truth kind of comes out that it's not all cupcakes.
We have a great cast. We have Erica Ash, we have Vanessa Estelle Williams, who's brilliant. We have Rotimi Akinosho, goes by the name Rotimi, who's also an incredibly talented musician. We have Stephen Bishop, who's a very talented film and TV actor. Many might know who he is because he was in Being Mary Jane. He played Gabrielle Union's boyfriend in it. And we have the incredibly funny Adrian Martinez, who starred opposite of Will Smith in Focus and has done a lot of other TV and film. And then we have Tyson Beckford, the superstar model, who is also brilliant in the film. We have an incredibly talented and funny group of actors for our film.
And what can viewers look forward to on Singleholic?
There's hope and love, but first you must learn who you are. Love yourself. Love who you are. It is better to be motivated by hope rather than by fear. And if you're honest with yourself, it's easier to be honest with other people.
So I hear you got dumped. Well, the dumping was mutual-ish. We will get you back in the game. What is your idea of a perfect date?
I love a girl with a good pedicure.
That is not what I expected. Dating is just like riding a bike. You know, just muscle memory.
This suburb boasts as one of the oldest suburbs in Johannesburg. The streets are lined with farm-style houses and shops. Welcome to Melville, a quaint, leafy suburb in Johannesburg, also voted as one of the coolest neighborhoods in the world. Now, there's lots to do around the area, and the best way is to park your car and walk. And today, we'll be doing just that. The pandemic might have dampened the mood and shut down a few businesses, but Melville is still holding on to its beat, combining the old and the new. It has evolved, adding a 100 shipping container complex named 27 Boxes, a contemporary space with lots of cutting-edge spaces. Old Melville and the famous 7th Street is not very long, however it's buzzing and well known for its nightlife. 7th Street has a lot of small shops, eateries, a well-recommended tattoo parlor, and on the corner of Sieverdelaan is the 50-year-old gentleman's barber shop. Walking down 7th Street, the vendors are always busy crafting ornaments and selling unique little things to take home. Oh, the detail on these things. A lot of students and young professionals from the surrounding areas come here to relax after long days or maybe just to grab a quick bite and take some selfies. Back to 27 Boxes. This is a comfortable, safe environment without a lot of traffic, and it is where you will find unusual clothing items, a place that is dedicated to taking selfies for your social media. Avid readers are also catered for. There's a lot of bookshops in Melville, old and new.
This area here is more of a vibey area where you find a mixture of people from all walks of life. So opening a classic store with vintage clothes was the most easiest thing for me to think, how do I now try and be innovative and try and come back into the market, since COVID has literally put all of us like to ground floor with unemployment and everything. One needed to think fast, and I must say it has been working. Now that we're at level 1, people are coming in, people from all walks of life are coming in, and they're really loving our items in the store.
There's also an art gallery container that caters for young and upcoming artists. After an afternoon of browsing and walking around this beautiful area, it was time to grab a scrumptious burger. And another thing Melville is famous for is the buy one get one free cocktails. You can have it all to yourself or share with a friend.
The bushveld climate and attractive resorts in Mokopong draw holiday makers all year round. It comes as no surprise that this lodge is rich with wildlife. But the biggest draw card here is the horse carriage. Travel destinations are definitely taking things up a notch. Gone are the days where we drive to destination, fly to destinations, or sometimes walk to destination. Look, I don't know what you do, but today we are being chauffeured on a horse carriage. So what am I doing here? I'm here to picnic, darling. The ride is designed to give you a quick tour of the lodge while you make your way to Kensani View, an area at the top of the mountain where you are greeted by uninterrupted views of the area, and it affords you a bird's eye view of the towns nearby. So what happens when you find a perfect view? You let your hair down, enjoy a perfect picnic, and catch up with a friend. That's exactly what I'm doing while I sip some champagne, darling. Thank you, Limpopo. Every getaway comes with a promise of fulfillment, and sometimes finding a peaceful spot to pause and pamper yourself is all the fulfillment you need.
Fumani, it's one of those lodges that are way too private, and the tranquility, the nature experience and everything. The reason why we initiated this thing based on nature is because, like, the tranquility. Do you understand? The animals, the bush.
What are other facilities that guests can be able to access when they are here?
Okay, we do offer activities like cycling, quad biking, and spa as well.
Let's talk about the idea of a horse carriage. It's very, very glamorous.
Indeed it is. With the horse carriage, we do have horse riding as well, but with the carriage, normally we specialize in terms of weddings, like couple retreat. Like we can set up a picnic in that carriage. For one to enjoy with a partner, or maybe like I said, a couple retreat. So it's one of the activities that are way too palcritudinous for everyone to enjoy.
Too pal for the hoover. Anyway, I like that. So tell me about the journey with the horse carriage. How far can it go? How many hours if it's hours?
It can go up to 45 minutes from the lodge to the place called Vale of the Pools. So Vale of the Pools was born after trying to set the difference between our in-house guests and the day visitors. So more especially those who are coming over to swim and whatsoever and to enjoy as an individual.
So, I mean, guys, as you can see, if you have an idea of what it looks like behind me from your TV screens, the rain is slowly coming. At least when we were able to enjoy the picnic, the weather was very kind to us. And the Boho made sure that we have a beautiful picnic set up. So this is not just only for people that like travels. It's for ladies and gentlemen who lunch. And to that, cheers.
And that's how we wrap up this week's show. If you want to connect with us, it's at Trendz on SABC, both Twitter and Instagram. #travel responsibly, #stay safe.